What's up? So we are halfway through November, and that means that I think it's finally time that we can start talking about Christmas stuff. And what I wanted to do today preemptively before Fortnite starts dropping more Christmas skins is rank all the current ones in the game. Is it too early to start talking about Christmas? I don't think so. It's never too early. But with that said, before we do get into it, make sure to subscribe or I will steal all your Christmas presents. Because I mean, I absolutely have the ability to do that. So make sure to subscribe. Anyways, let's do this. Coming in at the lowest spot on our list at number 16, we have 2018's Crackabella. So this is the male counterpart to Crackshot and really manages to come off just absolutely creepy. Whereas Crackshot doesn't have very realistic features, Crackabella seems a little bit more human, and that makes her all the more terrifying. Crackabella, more like Crackhead Bella. Got him. Now, she just really looks absolutely creepy, and it's a skin that when I saw, I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm buying this. I feel like most of the Christmas skins that were dropped last year really weren't all that great, and this is just one of them. Then moving on to number 15, another gross Christmas skin is going to be Sugar Plum. You know, I gotta say, I can't remember the last time I've ever seen this skin in a lobby. Maybe it's just because it's been so long since Christmas, but this skin is certainly not it. I don't really get this skin. To me, it just seems so much so a person that's just blue. I guess it's a Sugar Plum fairy, but really just, again, not a very good skin. Nothing special about it, and in my opinion, just a little bit gross. Now moving on to number 14, we've got the Red-Nosed Ranger. I mean, look at this dude. This guy, he just looks really stupid. I feel like this skin is just weird and boring. It's not so far out there like Crackabella and Sugar Plum, but more so it's just a very neutral skin that sucks. This is the male counterpart to 2017's Red-Nosed Raider, which was significantly better, albeit not great either. But I mean, really, is anyone excited for this skin to return? It doesn't quite feel like a skin that anyone is going to be excited for. Just a weak skin. Now, moving on to number 13, we've actually got the Season 7 skin, Sergeant Winter. Now, interestingly enough, Sergeant Winter is not an official Christmas skin because he was part of the Battle Pass, but he deserves a spot on this list. One of his selectable styles is literally a Santa Claus head, and the other one is a llama full of Christmas ornaments. Probably the first skin on this list that isn't absolutely awful. I never really loved Sergeant Winter, but I also don't particularly like him either. The first time I saw that Santa head, I thought it was like a little bit funny, but not something I would seriously be interested in running. Moving on to number 12, we've got Tinseltoes. Basically, the skin is just an elf-themed default. It's not a particularly bad skin, but it really doesn't stand out as anything special. The one thing I do wonder about the skin is whether it's meant to be the female counterpart to Codename Elf standalone skin, but there's some sort of connection here. I guess they're just both elves. That's probably just it. Anyways, moving on to our number 11 spot, we actually do have the man himself, Codename Elf. At the very least, in the top 10 for rarest outfits, this skin has built itself a bit of a name. So interestingly, last Christmas, Codename Elf was the only original Christmas skin to not return to the shop. Every single skin came back except for Codename Elf. I think the only reason they didn't drop it was probably because it was a skin that didn't sell very well, and they figured it might just be better for them to hold on to it and let it build up hype. And I'm sure it's going to work. I'm sure a lot of people are going to buy this skin as soon as it comes out, but it's really not that great of a skin. I remember when Codename Elf first dropped, and I thought it was like a fun, interesting gimmick, and I really almost bought it. I was like hovering over it, but despite its rarity, I really gotta say, no regrets. Now, moving on to number 10, we've got the Red-Nosed Raider. The thing I find with a lot of Christmas skins is even the decent ones really aren't that great. Last year's Christmas skins were a lot of remakes from the previous year, and the previous year was such a new start for Fortnite where the skins really weren't that advanced. So the Red-Nosed Raider, to me, is really just a very basic skin. Again, I feel like I'm repeating myself. It's not a bad skin, it's just nothing exciting. Now, moving on to number 9, we have the first ever legendary shop skin, Crackshot. This was the only legendary Christmas skin of 2017, and he has really managed to stay a standout skin. Definitely better than Crackabella, but honestly, I don't love Crackshot. His hat makes for a weird hitbox, and I really just don't think he looks that great. Now, that said, I will admit that Crackshot was actually a fairly good skin for 2017. I still just don't think it stands up all that well. Moving on to our number 8 spot, we have Elsa. Wait, what's that? Oh, sorry. Moving on to our number 8 spot, we have Glimmer. Is this really a Christmas skin? Well, according to Fortnite and Epic Games, it is, so it's on our list. This is actually one of the lowest voted skins in all of Fortnite. I find that very surprising, yet it's true. I actually don't really mind the skin. I think she's fairly all right looking, and at number 8 in the middle of our list, that really sums it up. I don't love it, but I had kind of expected that the community might. Not a bad skin, not a great skin. Now, moving on to our number 7 spot, we've got another non-official Christmas skin that just doesn't make any sense to me. This is Onesie. So the default style of Onesie is not Christmassy at all and doesn't deserve a spot on this list. However, she has a selectable style, which is a Christmas sweater themed onesie. A Christmas sweater themed onesie. Look, you want to say that's a winter sweater? No, that is a Christmas sweater. She's on the list. I think it really goes to show you how poor some of the Christmas skins are when Onesie is at number 7. To be honest, I do actually really like the Christmas themed one. It's a clean skin. I like it. With all that said though, moving on to number 6, I think we're finally at a point where we're getting into some decent skins. I find last year's Christmas skins really mirrored last year's Halloween. What I'm getting at is a lot of the Halloween skins were not very good and very basic and easy remakes. Like a different colored Skull Trooper, Brainiac, Spooky Team Leader. And the exact same thing happened with last year's Christmas skins. The great news though for anyone looking for a good Christmas skin is that Epic absolutely delivered on this year's Halloween. So I think it's safe to say that we can probably expect some good Christmas skins. With that said, one good Christmas skin that was dropped last year was Krampus. Creepy, yet Christmassy, and overall just a skin that actually hit right. I mean, the legendary Christmas skins so far are Glimmer, Crackshot, and Krampus. And when you compare all 3 of these, you can really see that Epic put a lot of detail into this skin. I like it a lot, and I think it's very representative of what is to come with this year's set of Christmas skins. Now moving on to number 5, we've actually got the Slushy Soldier. And this is actually the highest ranked 2018 Christmas skin on our list. Pretty simple design, but it's something that actually came out to look very nice. It's just a snowman with a Christmas sweater. It's nothing crazy, but I gotta say that I really like this one. Now, before we get any further on our list, I've actually got a quick set of honorable mentions. These are skins that are heavily winter themed and could almost be associated as Christmas skins, but aren't quite enough to make our actual list. That said though, there's 7 of them, so I thought I'd rank them quickly. Okay, at number 7 on our honorable mentions, we've got Trog, the Ice Yeti. At number 6, we've got the Snowboarder Powder. At number 5, we have the skier skins Mogul Master and Alpine Ace. At number 4, we have the Frozen Raptor Deep Freeze. At number 3, we've got everyone's favorite Ice King, the Ice King. At number 2, we've got the skins from the Frozen Legends pack, the Red Knight, Raven, and Love Ranger. And topping out our number 1 spot for the honorable mentions list, we have the Snow Assassin skins. This is Snowfoot and Snowstrike, some of the most underrated Fortnite skins in the history of Fortnite. I had a feeling that people were going to ask where are some of those skins, so I figured I'd just mention them, but not actually include them on the list. Anyways, with that said, let's move on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we've got the Yuletide Ranger. And followed by the Yuletide Ranger at number 3, we've got Nog Ops. So really, honestly, this might be a pretty questionable call as I just put up 2 very basic skins. But I gotta say, I think these skins just work. They're not over the top, intense, intricate skins, but they're just clean. I think the simple Christmas sweater design just works really well and nice for a simple 800 V-Bucks skin. It's not the best skin in the game, but as far as what we've been given for Christmas skins, I really do still like these ones. But they're not quite enough to make our number 1 spot. Because coming in at number 2, in the way of number 1, is the Merry Marauder. And topping out our number 1 spot is the Ginger Gunner. Dude, the gingerbread skins, I think, are forever going to probably be the best Christmas skins. The thing I love about these skins is that the simplicity actually makes them better. I could honestly see Epic making a new revamped gingerbread skin that's like an actual gingerbread man and it coming off weird and creepy like Crackabella. It's just super basic people wearing gingerbread outfits, and I like it. And on top of that, they've managed to become one of the most iconic Christmas skins of all time, and actually just some of the most iconic skins in general. Anyways, with all that being said, that is our #1 spot. Now, thank you guys so much for making it all the way through this one. Again, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and leave a like, go watch another video, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out, you freaking nerds.